must be something here.
Did you see that knife-edged servant girl in the kitchen? The ginger.
Keep talking. I'm starting to believe I was there.
I need to get one of those.
Don't we all?
Is it true what they say? You're the Inquisitor, are you not? We heard stories of your accomplishments.
I'd wager I have better tales than anything you've heard.
I told you, Philippe.
Not everyone fights an archdemon and lives to tell. It's an inspiration.
If you'd like, Commander Cullen could give you all the details of that battle. He's in the ballroom.
Really? But I shouldn't leave my post.
You'd only be gone a moment.
Philippe, the world is coming to an end. If we don't hear this story now, we'll never have a chance.
You're right. Thank you, Inquisitor. Let's go.
More secrets. Priest coin. Alarm Shirol investigation clues. Philippe, move in on the western wing of the palace when I send you 3 shots of brandy. Not taking any chances. Gaspard. Okay. Another Hala statue. Requires a rogue, unfortunately. Alright, Hall of Heroes. Return to the ballroom to confront Gaspard. I will do that momentarily. First, let's do another round.
We are not serving drinks. Bother someone else.
First, let's do another round for some secrets.
Should have considered that before threatening to burn them all in their homes.
Scandalous password. Scandalous bribe.
We need more servers in the ballroom. Everybody.
Documents. Priest coin.
Jermaine bore his nephew's spies better than the rest of.
Interesting. Waste of time.
Come on, get back here. There it is.
Boring.
Oh, come on.
I am not talking to you until we get home.
Fine by me.
I had no idea.
Right. 23 out of 30. Alright, we should also be able to open that Hala door now. Let's do a quick double check for eavesdropping spots. Let's throw in some Caprice coins. Scandalous bribe, number 24. More loot we don't need. It's nice and quiet here.
Inquisitor.
What a pleasant surprise.
Perhaps you could tell me about the Council of Heralds. What is its purpose?
Of course, my lady. The Council of Heralds exists to oversee the inheritance and creation of new titles of nobility.
Titles outside the royal family are not recognized at court, but they remain part of ancient estates. In the event that there is no clear inheritor to an estate, it falls to us to decide the case.
You haven't seen anything unusual tonight, have you?
Nothing could be more peculiar than Gaspard and Celene dancing together.
Now that you mention it, the royal wing is sealed, and no one knows why.
A great pity. The garden in that part of the palace is exquisite.
Another time, perhaps.
Another time, perhaps. Embryon. Ooh. Red Jenny stashes. Nice. Caprice coin. So if you ever bring Varric to this main quest and you can't find him, this is, I believe, where he hangs out. So you need Hala statues to open the door to talk to Varric.
There's 3 stacks of silver rings.
And since in the main game you can't collect enough Hala statues to open every door, Varric is often something or someone that gets overlooked in this quest, even though he has some nice
But if I take the fox across with us,
even though he has some nice banter.
that won't work.
Stick with it. You'll figure it out.
Okay, I think we cleaned this area out as much as we can. So let's head into the ballroom and get to 100 approval by dancing with Duchess Florian. But I do believe that now is the time to go and pick up this one over here. Yes, finally. That's 25 out of 30. Alright, let's head into the ballroom. Make a quick save. Just to be sure.
Inquisitor Kadash. We met briefly. I am Grand Duchess Floriane de Chalon. Welcome to my party.
Why am I not at all surprised that you want to see me now?
This is Orlais, Inquisitor. Nothing happens by accident. I believe tonight you and I are both concerned by the actions of a certain person. Come, dance with me. Spies will not hear us on the dance floor.
Alright, let's dance.
Very well. Shall we dance, Your Grace?
I'd be delighted. I've never thought the Carter could tell one human from another. Just how much do you know about our civil war?
I assure you, the effects of this war reach far beyond the borders of the Orlesian Empire.
Perhaps it does. I should not be surprised to find the Empire is the center of everyone's world.
It took great effort to arrange tonight's negotiations. Yet one party would use this occasion for blackest treason. The security of the Empire is at stake. Neither one of us wishes to see it fall.
Do we both want that, Lady Florian?
I hope we are of one mind on this.
In times like these, it's hard to tell friend from foe. Is it not, Your Grace?
I know you arrived here as a guest of my brother Gaspard, and have been everywhere in the palace. You are a curiosity to many, Inquisitor, and a matter of concern to some.
Am I the curiosity or the concern to you, Your Grace?
A little of both, actually. This evening is of great importance, Inquisitor. I wonder what role you will play in it. Do you even yet know who is friend and who is foe? Who in the court can be trusted?
If I've learned anything, Your Grace, it is to put my trust in no one.
In the Winter Palace, everyone is alone. It cannot have escaped your notice that certain parties are engaged in dangerous machinations tonight.
I thought dangerous machinations were the national sport in Orlais.
Oh, what's going on with her outfit? That was weird.
The attack will come soon. You must stop Gaspard before he strikes. In the Royal Wing Garden, you will find the captain of my brother's mercenaries. He knows all Gaspard's secrets. I'm sure you can persuade him to be forthcoming.
We'll see what the night has in store, won't we?
I don't think we got up to 100 court approval by that. Oh, we did. Okay, cool.
You'll be the talk of the court for months. We should take you dancing more often.
It's a relief to do something other than fight demons and horrors.
You still face demons and horrors. These ones are simply better dressed.
Were you dancing with Duchess Florian?
More importantly, what happened in the servants' quarters? I heard there was fighting.
I hope you have good news. It appears the peace talks are crumbling.
Morgan helped me get into the servants' quarters, where I found a group of Venatori and Gaspard's dagger.
The man would truly do anything to become Emperor.
Then, the attack on the Empress will happen tonight.
Warning Celene is pointless. She needs these talks to succeed, and to flee would admit defeat.
Then perhaps we should let her die.
Alright, let's stick to our default emotion.
You have an idea, Liliana?
What Corypheus wants is chaos. Even with Celene alive, that could still happen. To foil his plan, the Empire must remain strong. This evening, someone must emerge victorious.
And it doesn't need to be Celene. She's right.
Do you realize what you're suggesting, Liliana?
Sometimes the best path is not the easiest one.
You're asking me to decide what's best for Orlais.
More than that, whoever controls the Imperial throne will affect all of Thalos.
You cannot stop Corypheus without a decision. You must support someone, or all is lost.
Then we should support Celene. She is the rightful ruler. Why would we say otherwise?
Because she led Orlais to this point. I say Gaspard, provided his sister is wrong about him.
I would suggest Briala. She could bring true peace, not only to the Empire, but also to its elves.
This is, however, your decision, Inquisitor, not ours.
I can't decide this. Not yet.
You must. Even inaction is a decision, Inquisitor.
You could speak to Celene in the ballroom, but she won't act. Not without proof.
If Gaspard is guilty, he'll admit nothing. If he's innocent, he knows nothing. We need the truth.
What did Duchess Florian tell you?
She said Gaspard's mercenary captain is in the Royal Wing, that he knows about the assassination.
Which could be a trap.
Or a lead. Either way, you should search the private quarters in that wing for clues.
Then get me access. And in the meantime, get your soldiers into position.
At once. Be careful, Inquisitor.
At once. Right. Let's hunt for some more scandalous secrets, and maybe a caprice coin or two. And let's talk to everybody again.
Is this it? Just looking at each other and what? I'm waiting for the party to start.
Making any new friends?
Not as many as you. You can really play their game. I could do without. So many feathers.
Ooh, slightly
Just
disapproves.
think for the bare-assed birds flopping around.
Any thoughts on who we're investigating?
The Empress is pretty. It'd be fun to drink.
Alright, yeah, we heard that already. Sorry, Sarah. I'm cutting you off. Oh.
I have an idea, Josephine. You should invite all of the family to Skywood for the summer. You'd be bored the second you
Another caprice coin. Josephine, something new to say?
Hello.
What do you think of helping Briala take control?
You were serious. I cannot recommend it. Whatever Briala offers, she, of anyone here, has the least reason to stay loyal to us.
Okay.
I'll see you later.
Another time.
Is it true the Inquisitor was any doubt of the faith I entrust in?
Grand Duke Gaspard. Oh, you're the one having all these drinks.
My friend, come in, have a drink. What can I do for you? You've been busily charming the court, I see.
I'd like to know more about you.
All of Orlais knows my story. But you, my friend, are far too sensible to be Orlesian. The heart of it is simple. I am the rightful heir to the throne of Orlais. But my cousin, Celene, is a politician, while I am a man of action. She charmed the Council of Heralds. They gave the crown to her, and while it looks fetching on her, I intend to take it back.
Just what are you claiming? Her crown? Or her head?
If Celene loses her head, it will not be my doing. I want my empire. I do not wish harm on my cousin, but I would not weep at her demise.
I have a question about the peace talks. How have the negotiations been so far?
The port won't last the evening, I'm afraid. We will end the night with nothing settled. Which should surprise nobody, but it will disappoint my sister. I don't know why she had such high hopes for this ball. Florian always was hopelessly optimistic.
What are you hoping to achieve at the negotiations?
I intend to take back what is rightfully mine. Celene stole the crown through politicking, but I am the rightful emperor of Orlais. The empire has been mired in intrigue for too long. We need a clear course of action.
What action did you have in mind?
The empire is declining. We cannot allow Nevarra and Ferelden to chip away our borders. I will see Orlais return to glory as the strongest nation in Thedas.
You intend to return to expansionism.
I like to solve problems in the simplest manner, my friend.
If something were to happen to the Empress, how would that change your plans?
Celene has not declared an heir. If the Maker called her home, the crown would fall to me. But the Council of Heralds would try to implicate me in any misfortune. If they succeeded, the crown could pass to my sister, or one of our more distant cousins.
The Grand Duchess says you're plotting to kill Celene.
Resorting to rumor-mongering, Inquisitor? Come, we are beyond such childish stratagems. My sister would never say that. There are no words to convince me that Florian would turn on me.
I discovered something you might be interested in. It's about you, in fact. I have the orders issued to your general to sneak troops into the palace.
Of course I did. The Winter Palace is hardly neutral ground for a peace talk. I would be disappointed in Celene if she were not using this opportunity to set a trap. And while we rarely agree on anything, I have never yet been disappointed in our Empress.
Okay.
We'll speak later, Duke Gaspard.
Another time, friend.
Okay. Alright. Let's go speak to the rest of the court. We can't speak to Celene directly. We have to talk to her ladies in waiting. But that's fine. Let's go talk to Briala first.
You must be Inquisitor Kadash. I've heard stories.
We just met.
You charmed some of the nobles. We'll see how long you can keep their favor. What brings you to me?
We just met, Briala.
I want to know more about the peace talks. What are you hoping to gain from tonight's negotiations?
A voice. Simple enough, isn't it? My people have none. We've lived for centuries amid the lowest ranks of society. No one hears us. No one sees us. If the elves of Halam Shiral were elevated, if we had an elven noble at court, we'd have recognition. A voice.
How much can a single member of the court do?
It won't remake the world overnight, if that's what you're asking. Our problem is invisibility. The people in power are used to ignoring us. We're not actors. We're scenery. We need elves in positions where they can't be overlooked. We need to force humans to take us seriously.
How will you persuade the Empress to elevate an elf to nobility?
It is already in place. Celene knows she needs us to tip the balance of the civil war in her favor. All we have to do is wait. She'll exhaust her other options and come to us for help. Then, we'll name our price.
I assume the role of elevated noble will fall to you, Milady Briala.
Let's be honest, Inquisitor. The sole elven noble in the court isn't going to have a position of power and luxury. But that's the future. We need to focus on the task at hand.
If Celene were killed, what would happen to your plans?
Assuming I'm not the one blamed, it would be precarious. I've been working on Gaspard, but he's like a charging bull. It would be easier to rein him in if I had something that could hurt him.
I had a question about you, Briala.
I'm an elf, Inquisitor. That should tell you everything you need to know about my life. I'm good at what I do. That's all that matters. I will help my people no matter the cost.
I've been told you were romantically involved with the Empress.
I didn't take you for a gossip monger, Inquisitor. I suppose your spies have already briefed you, so there's no point in pretending. Yes, Celene and I were lovers once, but we've gone our separate ways now.
What's your story? How is an elf invited to the Empress's ball as an ambassador?
Empress Celene and I have history. There was a time when I put my spies at her disposal. She knows my qualifications. We had a falling out. Now we are negotiating to determine whether I return to her side in the war.
What do you mean, we had a falling out?
She betrayed me. Turned me over to the guards on a trumped-up charge to save her political reputation. It wasn't personal. It's the game. That's how all Orlesians justify these things to themselves. It wouldn't do to let the court know she had an elven friend.
If she doesn't win you back to her side, what do you intend to do?
I have contingency plans. I'm not a child putting all my hopes on a single ball. This evening gives me access to Duke Gaspard. He's challenging. Not as progressive or persuadable as his cousin. But with time and sufficient blackmail, he might work with us.
I'm surprised you'd admit that, considering the circumstances.
I know it's incriminating. Few harbor more resentment against Celene than I. But if she died after inviting me here, the court would certainly pin her death on me. An elf assassinating the Empress? Alienages across Orlais, across all Thedas, would be purged. That cannot happen.
I found an elven locket hidden among Celene's things. This isn't yours, is it?
Let me see that. She kept this. What was she thinking? If Gaspard had found this, it would have ruined her.
So this did belong to you?
It was my mother's. Carved from Vinodal wood. I gave it to Celene in happier times. She held on to it.
We'll speak more later, Ambassador.
Another time, Inquisitor.
Right, and then finally...
It's been too long since I've had any word from
Inquisitor, to what do we owe this honor?
We are always delighted to speak with you, of course. Her Imperial Majesty is unfortunately occupied at present.
If the evening ends favorably for the Empress, how does the Inquisition benefit?
Her Imperial Majesty brings the might of the Orlesian Empire with her friendship.
She is also a respected diplomat and world leader. She can forge alliances for you with Rivain, Antiva, the Underfells, and she throws the best parties.
I'd like to know more about the negotiations. What is the Empress trying to accomplish with the negotiations?
Peace is her only objective, Inquisitor.
Gaspard and Briala are driven by personal ambitions, but those desires threaten the safety of all Orlesians. The war must end tonight. We must conclude this to deal with the larger crisis.
What's happening with the peace talks now?
Things do not look promising.
The Grand Duke is as stubborn as always. He will not accept anything but victory in battle. But the night is young, and Her Majesty will do everything she can to persuade him.
I made a fascinating discovery. An elven locket in the Empress's vault.
Oh dear. That is very interesting.
I'll get Her Majesty.
Inquisitor, I regret that we did not have time to speak earlier. No doubt you have questions about many things.
The locket I found. It was a gift from Briala, wasn't it?
She gave it to me for my coronation. I don't know why I kept it. It was a foolish thing to do.
What made the two of you part ways?
She wanted change, and she thought I should deliver it. My word is law, Inquisitor, but laws don't command people's hearts. Culture does not transform itself overnight. I failed her. I should have dared more. But the past, like so many things, is beyond my command.
Maybe you kept it because you still care for Briala.
Perhaps I do. But I cannot put her above all the people of my empire. Dispose of the locket however you like. It means nothing to me.
Right. Liliana, you are on this side, I believe.
You have such beautiful...
Colin first.
Inquisitor, is there something you needed?
Have you noticed anything out of the ordinary?
Nothing that stands out. I doubt there's a single person here without ulterior motives.
That's true.
Do you have any advice?
Orlesian social events don't fall within my area of expertise. There are a few here we can trust. Be careful.
What's our best course of action?
Assuming the claims against Gaspard are false, I believe he'd be the strongest ally. But if it means Celene's death, can we make such a choice in good conscience?
Briala's an option.
One that only complicates matters further.
We'll talk later.
I await your signal.
Liliana, I found something.
Lady Cambian's slippers, trimmed with pearls and emeralds, and those buckles. Toss her into the lake and she'll sink right to the bottom. What a disaster.
There's a Tevinter assassin on the loose, and you're concerned about buckles? On shoes?
Everyone needs a hobby. Besides, you can learn a great deal about a person from their clothing. Gold and jewels on a dancing slipper. A slipper is easily lost and finds itself in the dust and dirt. She is unconcerned with the possibility of losing the shoe or soiling it. A vulgar display of wealth. But Lady Cambian's family has recently lost most of its holdings. They have their title, but little else. So, how did Cambian acquire such a grand shoe, What has she done? Who has she bedded? These are all useful questions, no?
I suppose.
You're different here than in Skyhold. More approachable, perhaps.
This is Halam Shiral, Inquisitor. This is the Imperial Court. This is the beating heart of the Great Game. Of course, everyone is wearing a mask. I learned this very young. I was still a girl when I attended my first ball. All this, the smiles, the small talk, it is a dance. And like any dance, it can be learned. For some of us, it has become so familiar that the steps may be performed in our sleep.
Do you really think Briala should be given influence?
Celene has been in power long enough to expect support. If we secure her throne, she will be grateful. But such gratitude will pale beside that of one we raise up from nothing. Who is lower than the elf? If we place Briala in power, with Gaspard as her mask, her debt to us will be great indeed. And Gaspard will have the throne he has wanted. With conditions, of course. I suspect he will still find it gratifying.
I found this out. I'm not sure of its value.
Very interesting. It may not help our investigation, but we can put it to use. A little more dirt like this, and we might have some leverage in the court. If you find more, let me know.
Have you seen anything interesting?
Oh yes. Halam Shiral is lousy with scandals and scheming. But no sign of our Tevinter infiltrator, I'm afraid.
I should go. Be on your guard.
I always am.
Right.
Lady Inquisitor.
Would you care to dance, Lady Mantelo?
You, Inquisitor, are a delight. One does not often find foreigners so well versed in the game. But you have other dances to perform first. Perhaps you will save me a dance for later?
I'd like your opinion of this gathering, my lady.
It's doomed to fail, of course. Celene knows that. At least it should be amusing. We haven't had such a menagerie at court in living memory.
Have you noticed anything odd this evening?
Too few Imperial guards stand in attendance, my dear. A shame. They are so pleasantly decorative.
Good evening, milady.
Don't worry so much, my dear. I'll be ready when the time comes to strike.
Any words of wisdom for navigating the ballroom?
Speak to the Council of Heralds. 6 of them are here to... The 7th member is The Council are the highest-ranking players of the game.
I've always wondered, what's the...
We all wear masks, my dear, not who you are as a daughter.
Yeah, we heard that.
Themselves its own separate face.
It seems like you enjoy this, Vivi.
This is the game, Inquisitor.
Yeah, okay.
Of course I enjoy it.
Who do you support? Nobody.
Where do you want the crown to fall?
What I want is irrelevant.
Yeah, okay.
Orlais
We've heard all of that before. Thank you. Oh. Another Caprice coin. Alright, I think it's time to head into the Royal Wing. Alright, I'll just go do a quick walk around to see if we can find any more secrets.
Gotta kill a few Vince, try some new food. This party's working out just fine.
Glad you're enjoying yourself, Bull.
Look at this with the eyes of a Ben-Hap.
It's a mess. Everyone's trying so makes it tough to spot the date. Oh, the woman's doing one of the nobles, and the guy's doing two.
Alright, nothing new from Bull.
I'll just stay here and eat.
You do that, Bull. Stay there and eat.
Did you hear what Gaspard?
Oh.
Boring.
Ah, come on.
Was merely being polite. Unlike some people.
Don't give me that. I've seen the way he looks at you. I am not talking to you until we get home.
Fine by me.
Waste of time.
Ah.
I am not talking to you until we get home.
Fine by me.
I had no idea.
Excellent. Only 3 left.
The reports from the Minratus Ambassadoria are particularly disturbing.
We should be able to find those final 3.
Your investments seem to be paying off.
But I do need to remember that before we go and confront the final room in here, we need to head back to Liliana and hand them in. Alright, quick save. Let's go to the Royal Wing. And we're back. Just need to equip my own armor. Everybody else is still equipped by the looks of it. More secrets. Only 2 left.
So, even Liliana thought this place was dangerous and you wanted to just walk in here. This party is looking up.
I forgot my weapon. Right, royal quarters.
Hello? Is anyone there? Somebody? Anybody?
Oh, I don't have enough Hala statues.
Get back!
Bye-bye.
Oh, thank you.
I hope you're not disappointed I stole your dance partner.
No, not at all. No one's supposed to be here. Briala said... Oh, I shouldn't have trusted her.
Briala told you to come to this wing of the palace?
Not personally. The ambassador can't be seen talking to the servants. We get coded messages at certain locations, but the order came from her. She's been watching the Grand Duke all night. No surprise she wanted someone to search his sister's room.
Is there anyone else who knows the code and the drop location who could have written those orders?
I don't know. Any of us could do it, but... No. No one else would send me here. It had to be Briala.
Are you sure?
So this room belongs to the Grand Duchess Floriane.
It used to. This had been her private room in Halam Shiral since she was a child. But this part of the palace was damaged, and the royal family moved to the guest wing.
What were you trying to find in Florian's old room?
The message didn't say. I should have known it was a setup.
This wing is sealed. How did you get in here?
Easy. The door was unlocked. One of the others probably handled it.
If there's a reason you distrust Briala, I want to hear it.
I knew her. Before. When she was Celene's pet. Now she wants to play revolution, but I remember. She was sleeping with the Empress who purged our alienage.
That doesn't sound good.
Something like that could destroy Briala, if it were known.
No. Some know she has a history with the Empress. But they believe she was just a favored servant. If the Inquisition will protect me, I'll tell you everything I know about our ambassador.
Knew it. I did. And I bet the hate made it feel real good.
Go to the ballroom. Find Commander Cullen. He'll keep you safe.
Thank you. Make her protect you, Inquisitor.
Right. There is another Hala statue. More loot to find. Excellent.
What's this then? Swapping all the gold leaf with diamonds, I bet.
This is not where we want to go just yet. Scandalous information number 29. Ooh, what do we have here? Hello.
What happened?
It's not what it looks like. Honestly, I would have preferred it if it were what it looks like. The Empress led me to believe I would be rewarded for betraying the Grand Duke. This was not what I hoped for.
I can imagine what you thought your reward would be.
Please, I beg you, don't tell Gaspard. The Empress beguiled me into giving her information about plans for troop movements in the palace tonight. She knows everything. Everything. The Duke's surprise attack has been countered before it ever began. She's turned it into a trap. The moment he strikes, she'll have him arrested for treason.
She'll be all prim, but here's you with your bits out.
Classic, honeypot.
Clever Celene. Even I'm impressed.
I'll protect you from Gaspard if you're willing to testify about Celene's trap.
I'll do anything. Anything.
I gained 0 court approval for that, because I'm already at 100, probably.
Do they even like being so... like they are? Ugh.
Another Caprice coin. Yeah, we missed a couple of Caprice coins. That's unfortunate. Another Hala statue. The final bit of blackmail. We don't want to go out there just yet. I think we should head back down to Liliana real quick to hand in these blackmails while we still have a chance. And then we'll come back.